Introducing the all-new Corolla.
The meeting between Father Paul Goffigan and Archbishop Anthony Apparon comes a day after Father Paul's deadline for the Archbishop to issue an apology to him for slanderous comments Archbishop Apparon allegedly made during a retreat in the Philippines last fall. The two met this afternoon around 3:30, and although Father Paul says the Archbishop apologized to him, he says it wasn't enough.
Well, he did apologize, but I'm looking more for a written letter of apology. Because also the fact that I've been blacklisted, especially in the States.
You were blacklisted in the States?
Oh yes, when I was supposed to cover a mass or a parish over there, and they were the ones that invited me, but all of a sudden they called me up and they told me that it was canceled, just out of the blue. So I'm sure that had something to do with it.
The comment that the Archbishop made, according to Father Paul, implied that Father Paul was in a homosexual relationship with one of his parishioners, Joseph Lastimosa. Lastimosa is also the subject of another dispute Father Paul and the Archbishop are embroiled in. Father Paul was forced out of the Santa Barbara Catholic Church when he was accused of keeping Lastimosa, a registered sex offender, employed. Father Paul has vehemently denied the allegations and says Lastimosa has not been on payroll for over 2 years and occasionally does work at Santa Barbara, but only as a volunteer.
And this is very damaging, and it's quite disappointing that this is coming from the leader of the church here on Guam.
Father Paul says the comments were made during a retreat in Manila last fall in the presence of dozens of other clergymen, in which the Archbishop stated, quote, "Some people are wondering what is going on between the two of them, that Father Paul is willing to sacrifice his priesthood for this particular man." Father Paul also quoted the Archbishop as saying, in part, "So many complaints were coming in about why was he still working there and why were they so intimate."
It's something that needs to be corrected, and I need my name salvaged, as well as the name of Mr. Lastimosa, and also his family. This whole Manila slander, event was so disappointing, and I feel that this really needs to be corrected, and the only one who can correct this is the Archbishop.